Hey, yo, what up? Welcome back. This is not a podcast. It is just my thoughts with Markman. You know what it is. We're back. When you report the bad, you got to come back. You got to report the good. And sometimes it's not even about good or bad, right? Sometimes it's just like you got to tell the whole story. You know what I mean? And that's what we strive. That's what I strive for here is to be fair, to try to tell the whole story, how it go. And, when warranted, I put my feelings, my thoughts, my spin on things, but trying to tell the story the right way. So last week we talked about Dody6, up and coming rapper from LA, who Kendrick included on Hey Now from his GNX album, right? Big album, big record. Well, Dodie had some words for Dot. All right, he texted Adam22 last week and told him to post that he, meaning Dodie, that he was on meth, and that K-Dot was a bitch for not tapping in with him. And that was the text message that went up on No Jumper. And of course I made a video about it, and became a headline. Everybody started talking about it. He also had IG videos saying where he was homeless and that he wasn't eating from the song the way people thought he would. There were reports that his dad said this wasn't true. I'm not 100% sure about the dad thing. Regardless of it all, right? All the back and forth. The headline is this. The new headline is this. Dodie did come back on Friday and he posted on his IG story and he wrote, "I want to publicly apologize to Kendrick Lamar for calling Cuz a bitch because he is far from that. Capital that. He is far from that. And ain't did nothing but bless me and my life, Dody6." Now, I'm a firm believer in delivering the apology in the same manner that you delivered the insult. I've seen situations where publicly people will try to play you publicly on a big platform and then give you the call behind the scenes to apologize. I'm a firm believer in you got to deliver the apology the same way you deliver the insult. That's called accountability. So we got to acknowledge that Dodie did that, man. And what were the circumstances that led to the apology? Did he talk to someone? Did he come to a realization on his own? Don't really know. Doesn't really matter. He apologized, and it feels like this storyline is done. The same day he dropped the song and the video called Just Bait. There's some people speculating, was this all marketing? Maybe. I don't know, but what was clear, and when I say I don't know, I'm saying I truly don't know. Like, only he can answer that. But it's clear he's going through something, right? The drugs for sure, which he's mentioned, and some things that I've seen online, but the drugs for sure. He went live the other day. He was in a car accident with his girlfriend, bleeding from his head, but refusing to go to the hospital to get help. There's another video where he's getting clowned for getting his chain snatched. Reports of him and his girlfriend losing the child as well. I think that post got deleted, but I seen a lot of talk about that. Regardless of what it is, this dude just seems to be going through a lot. Like, just life happening, man, and seems to be going through a lot that has nothing to do with rap. When I spoke on this last week, I kind of turned it into a convo. And my way of turning maybe a storyline, a headline, something that was happening to hip hop, but let's have a real discussion, was, I turned into a convo in general about artists being prepared for when their moment arrives. How do you properly capitalize off of a moment? Because a hit record or a huge moment or a huge feature doesn't necessarily solve all your problems. Like that happens like that. Like one day GNX is not out. We don't even know about it, right? We don't even know this album is coming. And the next day it's out and everybody who was unaware is like, yo, who's this guy? So really from day to day changes, but life doesn't change that quick. Your circumstances doesn't change that quick. The publishing checks and the checks from streaming take 3 months before they come in. Like, it does take some time. So a huge moment on a record doesn't necessarily solve all your problems, but you definitely want to build on it. You want to build the momentum on it. And that goes for all artists. And I'm just saying that and seeing this whole storyline, man, like I wish this guy the best. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop to me is the greatest thing. We see people's lives change because of hip hop. Like overnight. Like hip hop is, and I don't know, I don't want to sound ignorant, but there's something about hip hop that when you get on, I think there's a bigger expectation for our genre, for our culture, to put people on around you You know what I'm saying? More so than in any other genre. And that's not saying, Taylor Swift gets on and her whole family life changes and her brothers or her father or whoever are employed. You know what I'm saying? Like that absolutely happens. I'm not ignorant to that fact. But in hip hop, even more so, is like when you get on, we're taught, or we want to too, also like create opportunities for all the people around us. So, it's just about being prepared for that and wishing him the best, man. I don't wish no bad on that man. I hope nobody does. I can't speak for Kendrick. I don't know. Won't put him on the album if he wanted the best for him. So hopefully this we start to see a change, a turning of the corner, and he got a music video out, cool. Like the music comes out, and hopefully his life starts to change. Because I'm not gonna lie, just looking at whatever he's been putting on display for the last week, that seems like hell. That seems like that'll break most people. So, just there wishing him the best. But I thought it was important if we talked about when he said, "Yo, Kendrick ain't tapping in. Kendrick is a whatever." Got to come back and say, "Okay, I apologize." Got to report that too. So that's all. That's what we here for. All right. Also, that new Ray Vaughn album, I'm definitely working on the video for it. I'm really just been sitting with the album, enjoying it. So that's coming too, man. So stay tuned for that, man. If you haven't listened to his album, check it out. But until next time, all right? Peace.